Yeah, hello guys. Welcome back. It's good to have you here again. So today I want to walk you through a very simple scene setup. Remember, the idea of me creating the channel is to actually, build a scene, a complete scene. That's my end goal. My end goal is not just to modern things. No, my end goal is to build a scene, and we can actually do that together. I am Lona by name. If you are new here, you're welcome. So what I have over here for you today is a simple scene of like a walkway street. This is a little bit more a little bit more than the other one I did the first time. So let me walk you through it really quick, so we know what we're getting into. Yeah, so this is how it looks like. Yeah, this is it. If I had to put the camera stuff, so this was just how it looks like. So after doing some working it out. This is how it looks like, in the final scene. So this is what we'll be looking into. So let's get into it really quick. I hope you're doing good today. Oh yeah, so this is it. So what I have over here is just a very simple setup. What I have over here is image explain. If you come over here, you can see it's a brick texture, it's an image as plain. So if you want to do this, it's pretty easy. You just come over here and you say import as image explain, and it's gonna open where you keep the textures and you get it. But if you do not have that add-on, try to install that. It's a very good add-on. Go to your preferences, go to add-on, click install. No, sorry about that. Um, oops. Yeah, just come over here and search for image. Image. You see images playing is click on it and click save preferences, so you don't have to be doing it all over again. So to do this, after importing like this images of us playing, you have to try to extrude out the windows, the doors. And so let me do a little quick run through on that so you can actually see what I mean by that. So I'm just going to fast forward the video, but I'm going to activate some. I hope you see what I'm going through. So yeah, so that's it. So right now I just made a very little thing. So now I'm going to cut out, extrude the door, the window. It's good to spend more time on the windows because that's where the high contrast of details actually come from. But the other way around, let's try to extrude some blocks. So we had a low cut here. Screen cards over here because I'm using 3.6. I only have it in my 3.4 and I have something here. So I will just explain it basically. What I did here was just I added a loop cut. To add a loop cut, you just have to control arrow and it's gonna add a loop cut. If when you click control arrow, you see a line, you see this yellow kind of so you just place it to wherever you wanna do. So if you click on it, you can drag in, and put it wherever you want to do. So that's why. So I'm just going to do one side of the window, but it applies for the rest side, so you can actually have an idea of how it looks like. So if you look at the window right now, if we go to our fake select mode, you could see, yeah. So these windows are the only place you have to change, you know. Let's add another loop cut over here at the window side. Yeah, yeah, just like that. Let's add another one over here. Okay, amazing. So now if we go to our fix alert and we click on, yeah, you could see this is just only what we need to change, you know, on the glass, but every other thing remain the same. You know, every other thing remain the same. So you just have to change the glass. You just have to like shift, hold and shift, and just click on everything. You know, just like that. I can get rid of that. You hold and shift, click on this. Oh, let's put another loop code at this down over here. Yeah. So let's add another one at the down over here. Amazing. So let's click. Let's just go to our face select mode. We shift select it. You know, it's good to spend more time over here because it's a very high construct area. So it's really advisable you do that because it's add more details to it. So basically, we can actually change the glass of this place. So I'm just going to do one side, but the idea actually, you know, like the idea you can actually do the same for like every other places, you know. So yeah, so let's try to like select the windows again, you know. Yeah, we hold down shift, then we click on it. So that's it. So now we just actually click. Now we create a new material. Go to edit mode. Click on. We just press a new material. Add new. You can give it a name if you want to. You know. Let's just call it Windows. You know. So let's call it Windows. Let's assign it now. If you see when we assign it to the Windows, you will notice something that every year in Windows becomes kind of black in a way. It's just what I mean. I don't know. The shade's kind of pretty slow. I don't know why it's not working. Okay, you can see when we assign it, you can see now the glasses has actually changed, you know. So with this process right now, we can do a lot of things, you know. Now you can actually so to make this glass kind of you know transparent in a way so it be useful. Now we can go to our shading. If we head over to our shading tab, but I'm using 3.0 over here, so it's kind of weird in a way. So if we go under our shading tab, we can actually like delete this. You can see, so we can add a we press Shift A and S, then search for glass, you know. So if you bring on a glass over here, now so what we need again is a mix shader. So we look for a mix shader node, we plug the mix shader node to the surface of the output. Then we look for what they call transparent, forgive my accent. We plug the glass to the shader and plug the transparent to the other input of the shader. Now let me see if you can see it. Okay, now you can see. So if you look at it right now, the transparent is what actually like determine the color of the glass. You can see it's actually white. So if we increase this to 100%, like basically like please bear with me, my I don't know. If we increase this, okay. So if you're on EV, it's not gonna work. So what you gotta do is go to like over here, you scroll down to this opaque, you change it to alpha blend, and you change this one to alpha click, you know. Yeah, basic. So now you can see it's actually we have some kind of transparent glass right now. So but if you're on cycle, it doesn't really matter. But EV, you have to change the stuff. So if we reduce it, the glass becomes thicker. But if we increase it, it becomes more transparent. So the transparent is actually what controls the color of the glass. So if we kind of click on on blue, on green, you could see in the transparent, you can see the glass becomes, you know, green. So this idea can actually works for every other thing. You just have to do is you just have to extrude and change it. That's it for it. But let me draw your attention to something. But when it comes to something else, like something over here, if you want to do something over here, it's a different thing. You don't have to change it. In the next tutorial, I will give you an idea of how to actually create this kind of glass without actually from a texture without actually changing anything, but still you're still going to get the same result of everything. This tutorial is not for that now, but there is a way we can do this. If you check over here, let me make example like this is a scene I just created. I'm still working on it. If you look at it over here, you could see that it's I did the same thing for here. You can see the default image are still there, but it's being extruded out using 3D space. So there is a way to do it, but this is not the tutorial for that. Maybe in the next one, I will show you how to do. I do the same for here also. So that's it. For that scene, I'm still working on the scene, which is here. So that's it for that, guys. So let's I believe now you have a basic understanding of how to extrude out, change the glass of the windows, keep some kind of material in it. So let's move forward. So that's what I did. That's the same thing I did over here. The transparent is what actually makes the color of the glass becomes green, blue, and stuff like that. If you look over here, you could see it's the same thing I did over here. The transparent is what makes the glass have this basic color. You can see if you change the transparent to blue, it gives you this blue. You change it to green, it gives you whatever you change it to. That's what it gives you, which is here. If I change the glass right now to something red, you can see it's actually red. If I change it to like, I don't know, blue, you can see it's actually blue. So yeah, that's it, guys. So let's move forward. So now, if we pay attention closely, you can see some details inside the window. So to do these details is basically easy. So what you have to do is this: you have to import an image explain. You can import any image you want. You can, if I wanted to add this kind of glass inside, like I want this particular stuff to be inside the glass, inside the building of this thing inside, what I have to do is to import the image explain. If you click on it and let's go to our shading tab, you could see that what I did here was a very basic stuff. So the reason why it's actually this is it. So if we click on it, this is what we get. At default, if you import image explain, Blender is going to plug the color to the base color and plug the alpha to the alpha as a roughness. But if you do that, if I remove this right now, you will see something. You could notice that you can see how it looks weird. Like if I turn on the emissive down, you can see this is at default. When you import image explain, Blender is going to put the emissive as 1.1 or 1.0 depend. And with that, it's just going to be like, oh, let me try and reduce it. Yeah, this is how it's going to look like if when you import it. You can see it doesn't really do anything. It doesn't really, you can, sometimes it works this way, but sometimes it does not. So the only way to do that is to make it have this kind of surface color that we see over here, like that you could see something going on inside. To bring out the details, that what you gotta do is to drag this color and plug it over here. So if you increase the emissive, it's gonna like me. But sometimes the background of this thing doesn't really look good. So you have to do is to change this ROS CG you have right here. If you change it to film log, it's going to give you another details. If you change it to this one, it give you another details. But I believe this ROS works fine for me. But yours may be different. You can add any other image you want. It doesn't mean it's this. Any other image would work. All you just have to do is to place it. It should be exactly the same size of the building. You don't need to avoid it coming outside, just inside to gauge the windows. And the transparent glass, we actually added some mechanism to it to bring out more color. Like you could see this glass over here is red. That's why inside the building looks red. Here it's green inside the building. The transparent glass is the reason why this thing is having this shape of a color. So yeah, that's being said, yeah, let's move forward. So I did the same thing for here. Import images plane, plug into the emissive, which is let's go to our shading. You can see it's the same structure, the same process, the same thing. I did the same over here, still the same process. Import images plane, plug it to the emission, the same thing. And the pole is just a normal cylinder with a black paint in it. And over here, what we have over here is just a basic street light, which I didn't actually spend more time to do. It's just to add details in it. If you like, if we come over here, we could see them over here, right here. You know, just right here at this pole, right here. Yeah, so guys, let's move on. So this stuff over here, I got it from Sketchfab. Thanks to the artist who actually did it, it makes work really easy because modeling everything can actually takes a lot of time. So I got this from Sketchfab. I just imported in and just placed them in the scene. I also got this from Sketchfab too, and also this from Sketchfab to add more details in the scene. That's why if we come over here, we could see right here the end, just to add details in the scene so that the street doesn't look too boring. In a way, just to like I said, the idea of we is to create a scene that is useful in the real world that we can actually use in a movie scene or a CGI movie or any, as long as it comes from a real life stuff. So that's what we're doing over here. So I added this and then just to make the scene looks more lively in a way. So the move, I did the same for the move. Import images playing, plug it to the MISI to actually give you that idea. So that's what I did over there. It's a very simple thing. Now for the road, it's just an image texture, put in a plane to actually. So if we head over here, you could see it's basically just an image texture plugged to the base that actually give us this result. So pretty straightforward stuff. But if you want me to do more deep tutorial about it step by step, you can stay in the comment and I would do that. So yeah, so that's it guys. So this image is over here. If you look at it, they're just images, they I don't what do you mean you can see they're just image. So the idea of me doing this is that if you into VFX, you will understand that adding this is important. To me, I believe that the best way to learn blending a subject into a background or blending a subject into VFX or CGI stuff as a starter, the best idea I think that is more efficient is starting with an image before moving to a green screen. Because if you can blend an image to the subject, it means that you can actually blend a green background to also to the subject. So what I did over here just to make the scene add a kind of a performance or send a message of a performance, in a way. This guy just standing here, this one standing here. There are just two people I had to duplicate them. And this guy, if you look at this guy over here, it looks like he's walking down to this direction. This guy is walking to the other direction. So what I did was just arrange the plane, arrange this, which is what we extruded. Just arrange them accordingly to how you want it. I put a block here so that if you look inside, you can look at okay, there's a lot going on down there. So that's it, guys. So if I come over to here, you could see the image here. You see, it's kind of had more life, more message to it. When I at first when I created it at first without adding this image, this was exactly how it looks like. You could see it's nice, but it looks so boring. It looks like a painting. It just looks like you paint something. But when I do this over here right now, it looks more like a movie scene. This is a little bit convincing in a way that you can actually show someone this and that. Yeah, this is a movie scene. They'll be like, okay, yeah, it's true. It looks like one, but you just need a little bit more tweaking to make it more better than this. But basically, this is a good shot. You know, so that's my idea. With this method, you can actually do more. And be more. And I would love to see what you have to create more in the future. So let's begin. So this is basically it. I just had this image. I added the light over here to add more details, in the passage so that it won't be that dark. And this is how it looks like. So, but I did a kind of a little trick of the AI stuff in it. So that's why I got this result. That's why if you look at the, I don't know how to say, the you could see this was what you see in the start, and you'll be wondering, a lot of people, how do you do that? So it's kind of like AI stuff. I did. I will do more tutorial about it, but not today. So if I play the animation, look, it's they are kind of a little bit of mistake, but if you kind of like blend it pretty well, it can actually stand out a little, you know. So that's the reason why this bunch of people are in the scene at first. Yeah. So guys, that's it, guys. It's a very basic stuff, you know, basic thing. And I really want you to give it a try, you know, and see what you make. So that's it, guys. That's it for today. So if you so let me also draw your attention to something. Sometimes if you want to blend a character to the background, if you look at this guy, if we click on it, we'll go to the shading tab. Oh yeah, you can see the color is plugged to the missing. Just exactly like that. But look at something. Let me so now you can see actually blend in the background over here that you could see, right? If I increase the emission way up, you can see it's off. So you have to, you know, tweak the emission in a way to actually fit the background or fit the message. You see, if I reduce it to 0, it becomes blank. If I increase it a little, it becomes more brighter. So I did the same for this man over here. So you have to tweak the emission to a level in which that you know that is comfortable for you, which you like, which is which actually blend in the scene. You know, it's really handy. Put that in the notice, you know. So that's it, guys. That's just what I have for you today. So if you think it's too fast and you don't understand and you want me to do a step-by-step process of it, you can state in the comments and I would be glad to help. And I would do a tutorial about it step by step and model everything from scratch. But this is just a review of like giving you an idea and insight of like you can actually create something like this. You can actually create something that is even more than this, you know. The idea is for you to create a scene, not just model stuff. No, just create a scene, you know. It's important. Mostly if you are a background artist and you're focusing more on environment, you got to like create more of a scene. So that's it. So I also created the scene, which I'm still gonna do some color grading to make it more nice. If you find it nice, you can say in the comment and I will do a review about it too. You know, and also, like I said, I'm still working on the scene in which I'm creating. So guys, that's it for today. If you really find it helpful, I would like you to stick around. Please do tip me a like and tip me a subscribe. It really helped the channel grow a lot. It really encouraged me a lot to do more tutorial like this and put more effort in it. Your contribution really matters to me. And if you find it helpful, I would thank you very much for sticking to the end of the video. And I will see you in the next tutorial. Thank you. Thank you for watching.